And welcome to the manifestation vortex. This is going to be all about you, and you, to understand you on such a level that no one will ever be able to take it away from you. Because you'll finally realize really who you are, your source power, based on human design, gene keys, how you manifest, and how to eliminate all of the resistance. So I welcome you to close your eyes, put one hand on your heart, one hand up. And declare with me to yourself, either out loud or not, I am ready to step into my source power.
I'm ready to step into my source power.
I'm ready to play full out.
I'm ready to play full out.
I am ready to remember who I really am.
I am ready to remember who I really am.
No matter what happens, you will not shake me because I know who I am.
No matter what happens, I cannot be shaken because I know who I am.
I welcome this portal as we're opening it up, collapsing timelines. Nowhere else I'd rather do, nowhere else I'd rather be, just with you, this presence, this vortex, this creation. Make it juicy, make it hot, make it sweaty, whatever it needs to be in order for us to remember and be fully aligned in our highest expression. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. I'm here for you. So step one in any manifestation is a vision. And there's different ways of vision creation based on your human design. So I'm going to share with you a download that's going to expedite your timelines right now based on my human design and Gene Keys wisdom. And I've been through the thick books multiple times, the courses, and created my own certification program for this. So
Amazing.
ready for this? Because this is you, honey.
Ready.
How do I wait? What's going on? Wait. Let me see. What? Connect your iPhone. Oh, reconnect. Okay. How do we? Oh, wait. Okay, you can see this, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So, can you see the just the human design on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So your energy type is a generator. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
So you're sociable, people like you. You're very like magnetic, and people are attracted to your energy, and you're easy to be around. That's my short synopsis of a generator. And you have energy to do things. Like the most important part for a generator is to go toward one really big vision and crack codes within that vision. As opposed to the manifesting generator, which needs multiple. You have sacral authority. And I'm going to welcome you to get this app at a later time. I'll send you what it is, but I want you to start listening to this every day if you can. Sacral authority means you operate in yes or no. Your gut is in black and white. It doesn't know maybe. You either feel everything as a yes or it's a no.
Yep.
You'll be repelled from the things that aren't for you. So this is the moment to trust your wants. Okay?
Okay.
So for you, it's not about making sense of things that are logical. It's about trusting a full body light up or not.
Yeah.
So this is how the decision making is. Either the whole thing, because your whole body speaks. So it's like from the gut, you can feel a whole body light up or not. Anytime you don't have a response, it's a no.
Okay.
Okay, any questions? This is
No.
called sacral authority.
Mhm.
And if you don't know what it feels like, you can start like with small things and see how your body reacts.
Yeah, I'm in tune with it. I feel
You good?
like
You good?
orgasmic energy in the womb.
Awesome. Oh, perfect. Your strategy is responding. So the way that you want the world to come in with this option or this option for you, so you can say yes or no to it. And it's a good thing in a relationship for people to ask you a yes, no questions. This one or this one? Out of those three designs, which one's your favorite?
Okay.
Cool.
So I like yes and no questions, or like choosing
You're
like
here,
choices to choose my favorite.
yes, you're here to respond to life. So opportunities will come to you for you to be able to respond to. You got to respond to the ones that are full fuck body yes. Coming from your gut, like your whole body just lights up. Oh, yeah. If you don't hear it, it's a no. And if you respond to the incorrect things, you're not going to get a chance to respond to the correct things. They will just slip through your fingers.
Mm.
So if somebody, for example, you're talking to a client, a potential client, and you're going through the value with them, and then they're really like on the fence, they're not a full body yes. Like you gotta like not beat the drum, because there's gonna be one that's gonna be a full body yes after you go through the value with them. So if you're trying to go for somebody or like help somebody who is not ready, who's not a full in like F yeah, then don't beat the drum.
Okay.
The sign that you're on the right path is satisfaction at the end of the day. So it's like, I did my job today. I feel satisfied.
Yeah.
Your profile is a 4-6, which means the way that you see the world is the people person, and all your opportunities are gonna come from your direct environment. Because 4 is community.
Okay. So say that one more time.
So you all your opportunities are gonna come from the environment that you put yourself in, from the connections, because 4 is community. So the universe will send you all the opportunities you desire through your community, through the connections.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to be
Yep.
closed off with the connections that you don't feel in resonance with, right? Because it's all about the people you really love. People you really love.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're going to be drawn to certain people more than others. That's not an accident.
Mhm.
Right? And if you feel like closing off to some people, like don't judge yourself. Like this is a sign that these people are just not for you.
Yeah.
So if you exhaust and spend the energy on the incorrect, right? Then you're not gonna have enough left for the correct ones. And this abundance and this beautiful relationships are just gonna slip through your fingers.
Mm. Okay.
And the 6, the way the world sees you, the older you get, the wiser you're gonna get, the wise sage. And I feel in my heart that you're somewhat of an exception to this. because you have woken up faster than most people that are much older than you after having conversation with you.
Yeah. It's like your first 30 years after you're 30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like you're an exception for this rule, actually. So the way that you
Yeah,
talk,
for
and the big thing that you have that I have seen is the feminine embodiment, which is
yeah.
so powerful. So this is how we're gonna shape this and attract everybody that needs this, because boy, there are a lot of people that need this. Your manifestation superpowers, this is why we're doing this, to show you, you're not specific.
Mhm.
So when you're creating the vision board, yours doesn't have to be with the exact timeline, just something that makes you feel juicy.
Yeah. Yeah, oftentimes like in my manifestation or my manifestation meditations, instead of going specific, like there's certain times where like the different visions will come in, but it's usually like a more broad vision, and then like just the energy that's moving through of that full yes.
Mhm. The most important thing is that you begin to understand that money and abundance is just a return for the energy that you're putting out. And when you give more energy like this, like one-on-one, like that's your cream de la crop. So you make declaration of what you feel you want to exchange this cream de la crop energy for.
Mm.
So for you, when you're making that manifestation board, the gratitude board is all about the feeling, because the feeling is more important than details.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, so non-specific. You can read on the screen. So no 5-year plan for you, general idea. Not a specific way.
Yeah.
So if you like come up with the vision of the frequency abundance that you want to see in your bank account and why, right? We tune into that frequency as opposed to, so there's many different ways to get that filled in, but it's all about the frequency
Mm.
for you and then the surprise element.
What do you mean by the surprise element?
So, for example, you're like, okay, I'm gonna have 10.
Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me? My
Wondering if
internet
it's
is
that.
perfect. Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay. Maybe it's me.
Yeah, because my
Yeah,
internet.
I can hear you.
Okay. So if your
Hey.
vision's gonna have 10K months, for example, the 10K month could be filled in from a creative way that we didn't even think of.
Right.
But you will know like what
Yep.
what lights you up to do. For example, I could come up with we're gonna have a master class. We could come up with an elevated way to upsell from the retreat, like into, so there's gonna be a lot of creative ways, but we're not limited to the ones as a, like the specific person has to know which ways are and declare to the world, and then those are the ways that the manifestation happens. The general follows the feeling of what feels good and kind of like surprise element, like you're like climbing into the surprise. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Right. We have the same exact life purpose. So each person has a life theme. If you want to, can you read this, or is it too small on your phone, or?
I can read it. Yum.
Okay.
Even if that means going against, we have invested so much power into the rules and laws, we forget that they are here to serve us. And if they, we can align ourselves to different ones. Yeah, totally. Oh,
And the way
yeah.
that I like to describe this is, because we have the same purpose, but different energy types, is that we are mama bears and we have big eagle wings. So we get to hold our little children with this care, with this mama bear care, for them to understand and manifest their dreams. Because we ourselves have experienced being limitless and free in our bodies. And this is why we're here to help them also. A little fun fact, the way your digestion works, you need light. You should eat in the light, in brightness.
Mm.
Your strongest sense, I don't know if you were aware of it, but it's smell. And what that means is discernment. Everybody has got dominant sense. And yours out of the 6 is the sense of something right or wrong, truth. You can literally sniff out the truth. It also means you gotta keep your nose clean. Keep your nose clean.
My nose is so annoying right now. What is this?
It means that you
My
need to
sinuses.
you need to let go of something. Something needs to let go. You need to clear.
Hmm.
Okay, so breathing, deep breathing practice, muy importante for you to tune into your energy. And you are non-emotional. That means that you're influenced by the emotions of others, but when you separate yourself from others, you are completely free. There's nothing in there.
Hmm.
So if there's anything running the show, it's not yours. It's not your emotions. But you're an
Really?
expert at picking up other emotions. Yeah. So what makes us experts in this as non-emotionals is the fact that we can feel in our bodies like more intensified emotions than others, and we can help them understand their emotions.
It's so interesting because I feel like I've always felt really emotional.
Because you think it's you.
So interesting.
It's not yours.
Or
If you
maybe it was just like all the trauma.
Yeah, so take time. If you take time to separate yourself from your environment. And I did a few experiments on this. Like I separated myself from the environment and didn't have food or didn't speak for 5 days while I was still living in a community. And yeah. So
All
whatever
of it disappeared.
whatever way you want to prove to yourself that these aren't your emotions, I mean.
Okay. It's, yeah, I've always felt really sensitive, but it also could just be like my ability to tune into other people and the empathy.
Well, I hope that gives you a break now, because now you understand it's not yours.
Thanks.
Okay, this is your body graph. The defined centers are the colored in centers, which is who you authentically are, and this will always be consistent. As you know, human design is like 8 different studies that are put together, so it's never going to change. It's who you are. The defined centers is you have consistent energy there, like your sense of identity and sense of love and understanding yourself doesn't change based on your environment, right? So you have a reliable sense of who you are and how you experience
Yeah.
love. You have a defined ego center, which is strong willpower.
Mhm.
A lot of people that don't have strong willpower judge people that do and speak up because they can't feel in their bodies what's it like to be confident. So if you
Wow.
yeah, if you ever sense anybody that's like judging you, or they're like, you're too selfish, or you're standoffish, or who do you think you are? Like they just don't have willpower in their bodies, so they don't know what it's like to feel and be confident.
Wow. That feels like my ex-partner.
There you go. And that's okay, it's not their fault. They just don't have consistent access to it like you do and I do. Willpower. So this is this part right here. The defined ego, healthy ego. Okay, this is the spleen. The spleen is you have access to immunity and intuition. Right? Okay, so your intuition is strong and your immunity is strong. And then you have also sacral, which is the yes, no. It's your source power of life sustaining energy.
Yeah.
Cool. So let me show you a little information about you. You're a split definition, which means it's sometimes it feels like there's 2 people inside of you. And
Just two.
yeah, like other people bridge the gap.
What do you mean by that?
It means that the energy of other people, like even if you're not doing anything with them, they help you bridge the gap. So if you think of yourself as an energy body just moving through space, right? You're not this physical body. That's an illusion. Other energies that are around help you bridge gaps within your centers, within your energy, and then things make
Right.
sense. Like right now, I'm helping you bridge the gap so things make sense.
Right.
So when other people show up, you feel complete.
So other people don't feel like that?
There are certain people that are single definition, me. I don't need other people.
Wow.
Mhm. I'm also a 2 as my dominant, which means hermit. This is why I've spent hundreds of thousands of hours alone to deliver to you the wisdom from that. And you get to understand yourself through other people, with other people, because they help you bridge the gap.
Huh. Why is that a thing? Like, what's the intention behind that design?
So it's there are centers that are not connected. Like you see how there's like lines, let's say, for example, from 10 to 57. Like this is a gate. So 10, you see 10 in the middle where your heart is, left side,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you see how it goes down to 57.
Yeah.
So it's not colored in, which means so you don't
Okay.
have a circuit that's fully connected, which means when other people and their energy comes in, it creates a quantum, then it's connected, and then you understand yourself better.
So but like, is that design intended? I know it's like asking what God created this specific design for, but would you say that's because I'm meant to be amongst the people and like
Yes. So
connecting the
split
circuits like
definition.
that?
Yes, yes. Internally feels like two separate, if you want to read, two separate entities. When another person shows up, helps you bridge the gap, and you feel complete. The wisdom for the split definition is to understand that you are all right as a split and nothing needs to be fixed.
All right. I'm all right as a split.
Split definition, yep. So generator, sacral authority, split definition, 4-6, opportunistic role model. So far, so good?
Yes.
So you have access to channels, initiation, and power. I have initiation as well, experience pure love through the dramatic or shocking words or events. Our job is to shock people into awakening. Just like when you were doing your dance and you're like, who here feels uncomfortable? That's correct. We are here to shock people into waking the F up. That's what initiation is.
Yes.
And then you have power, which is empowered intuition focused on survival.
What does that mean?
So your intuition is really strong. And if for example, the end of the world was coming, you would be a great person to be next to because you will help people survive.
Okay. So basically, I'm designed for the apocalypse.
Yeah, you have the power. And I already told you about your life purpose. Your life path number is 9. Write that down somewhere so you can find more information about it.
Yeah.
As a generator, you gotta use up all of your energy throughout the day, and you gotta feel exhausted before going to bed.
Straight up.
Digestion, you gotta structure and have a daily routine. Calendared events and planners work really well for you. That's what I was telling you earlier.
Okay.
Specific times of eating. Eat when the sun
I
is up.
could be more of that right now.
And then when I told you smell is your highest. Your distraction is trying to measure yourself against other people or competing. Don't get caught up in that. And avoid being connected to outcomes. Try to maintain a detached perspective.
Okay.
Cool. Strategic awareness and logical mind. You do really well with facts, numbers, patterns, and you thrive in a structured environment such as the one right now, classroom.
Yeah.
So this is your big thing. Pay attention to this. Moving from conditioned to conditioner. You are moving from one who is operating selflessly to a manipulative strategist. Work on your capacity to influence others. Why is this important?
Moving from conditioned to conditioner.
Yeah.
You're moving from one who's operating selflessly to a manipulative strategist.
Right.
Yeah. So like tuning into my power and
Yes.
harnessing it.
Yes,
We
and we're not manipulating here for the wrong reason. We're manipulating here for the right reasons, but you got to understand that you have the power to influence, the capacity to influence. So now you got to manipulate people into making a decision, into moving this way, into coming to our masterclass, into coming to the retreat.
Okay.
So you got to use that manipulative, influential energy to condition the people to move in the right direction.
Right. So manipulate through divinity in the highest order.
Yes,
for
yes,
God.
yes.
Be the conduit for God to help manipulate this reality.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Have a
Here comes the two of us together.
yes.
Oh, neither one of us has emotions defined, which is good. Will be easy.
Perfect.
Partners can accomplish a lot together and have fun if they don't take their arguments seriously. May compete with each other a lot instead of working against a common goal. So now we understand that we have this, so we won't have to do that.
Cool.
We both know who we are. We both have intuition. Sustainable energy. Open to being inspired. Our throats become defined in our collaboration.
Cool.
Interesting, right? Okay, so remember how I told you curiosity and money?
Yeah.
So look at this. Curiosity channel, you and I together. Money channel, the only money channel that's inside the whole body graph. We have initiation, which is shocking people into awakening. You have power. I have surrender. Cool?
Okay.
And then I've already showed you the pattern, but I'll just briefly. So we have this recording. Our collaboration is epic. Powerful alignment.
Yes.
Okay. So we're here to we're both aligned. This is our destiny. This is the most progressive and supportive connection two friends can have. Your souls are traveling in the same direction and you're activating each other's greatest potential.
Let's go.
You and Haley have rare pattern, strongest connection you can have in a friendship. Right away, you both probably felt it. The easy report. There's something about each of you that brightens the other person's day and makes you both feel good. You're each the most supportive kind of friend. because you encourage each other. In a way, you make ideal companions. You have the potential for a close, long-term friendship. You're gonna be encouraged to express your strong will and decisive nature around me. I give you the confidence to commit to what you believe in, including being a loyal friend. Just feels good together. You support each other. I'm here to validate your assertive side. Let's just make sure we don't overdo it. Okay.
Okay.
You may feel intrigued by me. The connection will make you feel alive, energized.
There you go.
I made you feel uncomfortable in the beginning. Cool?
I don't feel uncomfortable.
Not anymore. Well, yeah, I don't think I need to go through this anymore. We already understand that this is all divinely meant to be, yeah?
I think that's what the point is. I have
Cool. So, will you have time today to create to start creating this vision, broad vision, juicy vision?
the juicy vision. Give me the specifics, please.
How would it feel? So now you have access to the manifesting vortex, and there's like vision creation in there, daily rituals. And what I want you to do is to start going through that like first portion with the vision creation and then the $1 million identity in a general way. But I also want you to tune into how it would feel to do like a master class together in order to talk about both this retreat coming on and also like how we can help others level up and bridge between the masculine. I'll be the masculine and the divine feminine, which you're gonna play.
Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Because you have the power of influence, and an influence means that people come, people gather. Okay.
Okay, I'm starting to feel it.
Tune in to see like what feels good. Because the master classes could be a way for us to sell both the retreat as well as coaching. Because people buy when they spend a certain amount of hours in the frequency. And the more time they spend, the more they trust and love, because the heart tells no lies, right?
Right.
When people are spending so much time they're like, oh my God, yes, please take my card, like whatever you need, like.
Right.
So this is, the idea is like, we gotta come up with juicy words and curiosity money, right? Like, 'cause we have access to this curiosity money, power, surrender, like juicy words to attract to us everybody who wants to level up.
Okay.
So this is the next level, like how we were talking about the high-end healer. This is the archetype of the people we want to serve, because this is who we are. And now we've stepped into the high end. But now, what are the juicy words that are going to attract them, right? To come want to spend time with us inside of the vortex, inside of a masterclass where we teach them how to step into this next version of themselves.
Mhm.
Because the whole point is sales is service, sales is love, sales is awakening, sales is a frequency shift.
Mm.
And with these tools, anybody that steps into our vortex, you know, we can show them about them. We can see if they operate more masculine or feminine, and see where the cup needs to be filled more.
Mm. I love that. And we could like bounce back and forth and just let spirit move through.
Yes.
Yes.
So if they need to create a vision, if they want to understand like how to create that vision with their human design gene keys, I pull it up, they create it. And then it's like, okay, like how do you embody, or if they need more embodiment, like whichever way they want to start, or the whole program, right? If they need more embodiment, then you're like, well, okay, I'm here. I have this feminine embodiment in my body. I'll take you in with me because you already have this vision, and we're going to ground it in juicy, masturbate, whatever we need to do with our body to release resistance.
Uh-huh. Yes. Amazing.
So I want to, like, you and I are going to come up with like the most divine words to attract these next level. Because it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild and wealthy, and
Mm.
they're going to feel really supported and fully held. How does it feel? How does it feel to everything that I've said? Questions, comments?
It feels really good. I'm seeing this like vision of this like golden heart, like,
Mhm.
and just feeling it in my body too. It's like so strong and emanating like this like noble solid gold around the heart, and this like it's almost like an armor around the heart, but it's not like a bad armor. It's like an amplifying armor of like gold. I don't know exactly what that is, but I'm seeing that for a frequency that these women get to tap into too, like the center of their soul.
So would it be the wild, wealthy woman?
That feels, yeah, that feels resonant. Empowered, embodied.
Ooh, empowered. Let me write this down. Empowered, embodied.
Wild, yeah, embodied, wild, yeah, refined,
Empowered, embodied, refined.
liberated, liberated from the restrictions, the restraints, the old stories and limitations. Liberation from the limitations.
Oh, liberation from limitation.
Yeah, like seeing what's actually possible in their experience, what they can experience in their lives, what they can embody, and then bringing the codex for that by showing how to release and redefine.
Hmm.
And then you can bring in the structure to show that the optimal timeline for their destiny, like awakening their highest potential.
Awakening highest potential.
Yeah, so I'm seeing like myself sharing like what I've been manifesting and through my embodiment work, like how I've released so many old stories and I've just been like really on this divine path unfolding and following that full yes and the trust and spirit. And then for you to bring through the wealth codes and share how to get to that next level and like,
Following fuck yes.
yeah.
Fuck yes in the body.
Yeah, and like not being afraid of that yes. And like just like what we were doing today, right? Like the money is just your investment in your yes. And anything else is just the limitation of the mind.
Money, investment in yes. Everything else. Oh my God, this is so juicy. Okay. 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 I have an idea. Tune in to see if your higher self wants to have a little PDF book or print book of both of us together or just you, and that would be a great legion into the vortex.
A little book?
Yeah,
What does that look like?
easy. Well, you just said so you have a framework of embodiment. And that framework could turn into a book. Like what you just said, following the fuck yes in the body, not being afraid of the yes. Money is an investment in the yes. This is already like 3 points.
How long is the book? And how do we get it? How do we create it?
It's easy. We can create it in one session. Just tune in and
From what?
from now until Wednesday, just tune in to as you're creating your vision, like if you see yourself on the cover, if you see both of us, and it's a legion into the vortex. I had a vision in the shower. I can share with you, and you see how you if you resonate or not. I had a vision in the shower right before this that you were like in like some like crazy cool position, like either on a pole or like I don't know, your legs spread or like something really cool. And I was like standing there in a business suit. It was like, and it was like basically the masculine and feminine, right? Like, with
Oh
some sexy title.
my God. That's so good. Could
And
you
then,
imagine like if it was like I was like giving you a lap dance in the in the business suit, or we're just
yeah,
like
I was in the business suit, and you had like your leg like in a crazy ass, like, and I was like the structure, and you had like your crazy like, and then it was just like, what?
oh my God, that is so fun.
And the book was like called like Sales is Love, How to Bridge Between Masculine and Feminine to Achieve Your Highest Manifestations or something. And you would expect a book of that title to be like very structured, right? And then like there's this cover of these two women.
Oh my God. God is funny. I love just like watching us like I'm just seeing so much like limitlessness, and it's so fun just like watching spirit move through us. It's like we can create anything we want. It's so good.
Because
Like, oh wait, we write the story.
we said yes. Spirit doesn't give ideas to people that are in the vortex or that are afraid of their or think in limitless ways, right? In limited ways. Spirit only gives ideas and channel to people that say yes to the next version. And sometimes it's uncomfortable because it's like old paradigm. Oh, not enough in my bank account. Wait, but we can create offerings together that are gonna be so delicious and abundant and bigger.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Give it to me. Yes. And yes. And yes. And yes. So anybody comes with a question, how can you help me manifest this? What is the answer?
Fuck yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, so what I need from you is tune in, because that was just a download I had in the shower before this, but you tune into what words we got: the wild wealthy woman, we got these refined, liberated from restrictions, liberated from limitations. On Wednesday we can finalize, channel it out, but tune into what your higher self sees, what it feels juicy about. And then the structure we're gonna put on this is you gotta create your daily time to go into the manifesting vortex, and you'll see there's the visioning there. There is the practices from Think and Grow Rich of how to embody this new next level identity. So you gotta put time in the day to work on this every day.
Okay. Where should I start with your videos?
Okay, I want you to go straight into the $1 million identity. And after
Okay.
that, go after that, create the vision. So it's the second part inside of the 7 of manifesting, the vision clarity is inside of there. Do you want to pull it up just to make sure you're opening it? You can find it.
Okay. So go to $1 Million Identity.
and then vision. Because the $1 million identity is like you come up with these words, and maybe it's high-end healer, or maybe it's the wild wealthy woman. It's your new identity, and you create like a way to talk, like to describe her, how she moves, how she talks, and then you start conditioning yourself to step into that new identity.
Okay. I'm ready for the conditioning.
Yep. Because the only person you have to convince is who?
Me.
And then I'm going to show you how to create this discovery process, just like I did with you, where you provide so much value to the person, like it's insane, and then you lean out.
Cool.
Because it's like value, 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 value. Like I'm gonna ask you so many questions so you can understand the value. So anytime somebody asks you, what do you charge? What do you say?
What do I charge?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, how much is your services?
10K.
Yeah, but you can't say that up front like that because you haven't built enough value. Internally, you got to know this. This is you're gonna be your new standard. But
Okay.
right, when somebody asks you that, you say, I don't have anything to sell you until I can understand exactly where you're at and how I can best support you where you're at, or if I know somebody that can.
Yeah, that's typically actually what I do. If someone were to come straight to me and be like, how much are your services? I'd be like, well, let me talk to you so I can understand where you're at and what I can actually offer you.
Yes. So now
Yeah.
inside the manifesting financial abundance in that first section is that $1 million sales script.
Okay.
And if anytime I don't follow the script, I fuck it up. The script has been taken from like 15 different millionaires and like morphed. So I even have to like follow the process because it's not about me. It's about the person realizing where they're at, where they want to go, and seeing me as the bridge to the gap. So part of you has to like really step into, I know that right now, like it may feel like it's hard, but you really have to find a way to step into that abundance for good.
Yeah.
And as you are creating that vision after you go into the $1 million identity, maybe we can make an offering that's smaller for the general tribe to keep hanging out with us, maybe once a month or once every 2 weeks in a collective space. So that way everybody who can't afford the premium can all go in, or isn't ready, can all go into this group. So everybody
Yeah,
you see
that
what
feels good.
everybody gets some.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to do, a just ongoing creation space and have all the women in this house too, all the facilitators for the retreat, right? Afterward, get to have like a monthly subscription to hang out with us and receive all the codes and all of us to share our medicine. So it's just like stacked value from all these different perspectives.
So come up with a number
Yeah.
that you feel would be a good number for us to hold a group container for the others to join in.
Yeah.
And it could be like what I was doing before what was it? 1,111 per month.
Yeah, that feels good. And then do you have like something like an even lower end, or you have like your
Oh yeah,
free
I have
stuff?
it's all the pre-recorded stuff. So did I send you a list of all my
Oh my-
pre-recorded?
me- I don't know.
Let me send it to you. Yeah, I have all these. Let me see. Uh,
I'm thinking of like what the mentorship could be called. And I'm
So
thinking something like Star Sanctuary. Like we have the Royal Starseed Ascension Sanctuary, and then it's like the Star Sanctuary. It's like
this
more
isn't
like, you know,
this isn't about
wherever
you.
you
This
are.
is yeah, but this isn't about you anymore. This is about an identity that somebody wants to embody.
Right. So it's like becoming the star of their own show.
Yeah, but how
Like
is
a sanctuary for their
how
inner
does that communicate money? How does that communicate the next level of identity? This is what you gotta think. Like, I don't want to become the star. I want to make more money. Like, I want to break through the limitations that I have, like, to become more liberated. I want to be more wild, and I want to live my dream now and make the money that I've always wanted.
Right.
Like, what is the biggest struggle of the people that are around us? And how can we help them? Because we are the bridge to help free them from that perceived struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? Like, are you
Yeah,
seeing are you seeing
hilarious because
my groundiness?
it's hilarious because I feel like I'm talking to a past version of myself that existed like 15 minutes ago. Like, wait, that was me 15 minutes ago. Yeah.
We gotta give them what they want. Like, what do you want? Like, this is where we learn to listen. What do you want? You want money? Okay. What if I use the words money making woman? Would you come to that class? Oh yeah, okay. And then we give them all the codes. Like, what do they need to hear in order to,
Right.
this is the place where I'm gonna get to my next level, because this is the next level identity that I want, or the next desire that I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it's got to be clear. This is what people gravitate towards, somebody who's like, these are the words that magnetize them, that like, this is the value, right? Like, they step in because the words just magnetize. Like, making millions as you, like, that's magnetic.
Yeah. It's so funny that you hosted that masterclass. And I realized I also signed up for Ashe Sundara's masterclass that was 2 days apart from yours. And hers was called Manifesting Millions Being You, or whatever, whichever ones your guys's were. And then one was Making Millions Being You. And I was like, wow, spirit. All right, let's go. I see you. I didn't even realize until I looked in there. I'm like, wait, isn't that Dasha's workshop or masterclass?
But
All
you
right,
see,
universe.
we just give people what they want to hear, and then you deliver what they need. And in order to get them in, it's like a wrapper. Like, do you wanna manifest millions, or do you want to become a star? And what does it mean, millions? Millions of kisses, millions of hugs, millions of dollars, millions of laughters, millions of squirts, millions of connections, millions of downloads. It's big, it's expensive. That's why people are like, oh, I like the word $1 million. It's just signaling there is expansion of happening over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, a byproduct, somebody could come in and collapse timelines and make millions fast, but millions means so many different weeks, so many different things. It's just bigger. It attracts the people
Right.
that want bigger.
Mhm.
So her container, actually, let me tell you what it is, because I saved it. Oh, and I liked her format too. We can replicate Ashay. Ashay, I really like her as well. I'll tell you the rates that she came up with and see what we did. Ah, my computer's frozen. But as far as I remember, she came up with a yearly membership for,
It's like 2K right now for the
It-
year.
what is it?
She did like an early bird of 2K for the year. I was
Yes.
like,
So
oh my.
what she does is this. She does one masterclass and one Q&A every month. And then one session that's from her source membership and one Q&A every month. So total, they get 4 different classes a month for all group coaching. And what was it, 2K
Yeah, for the year.
for the year? Yeah. I mean, we could do that. That's an easy yes, and we can give them payments and we can do whatever, because it's all gonna be group.
Right. But I think we could, I mean,
Tune in
I
to
don't
whatever
think she did
number.
that. Yeah, before she had a big audience, I don't think she was using those numbers. It's a lot easier to make that type of money when you have hundreds of thousands of women wanting to join you.
Correct. So the reason why we go high ticket first is because our mind first needs to fill in the container, and then we can do less and less and less.
Yeah.
But tune into whatever number feels good to you, because this could be like a once a month or bi-weekly group that we can funnel everybody in if they are not ready to level up to the next level.
Okay. So if they're not ready for high end, like one-on-one, we
Yeah,
do a group.
yeah. We'll do a group like once a month or bi-weekly. So tune into what you feel is a good number, and I will too. And maybe even either 6 months or 12 months container. And we can funnel
Mhm.
them, we can funnel them in.
And is this the same? Would this be just the one mentorship that's lower end, but not like the cheapest, not like $50, but like 1,000?
Yeah. Yeah,
Middle.
tune into the number. Whatever feels right. So right now what I have, and I just sent it to you on WhatsApp, is a bunch of these offerings that are lower ticket.
Okay. I mean,
And as you go, here's my download for you. As you're going through my manifestation vortex, let's start thinking about how we can record, like how we can do videos of you, like doing like embodiment stuff. Because then we can plug in the embodiment into that structure. And that could be a pre-recorded lower ticket.
okay.
Is this a lot? Was this a big download, or you okay? Overloaded, or you good?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit like I want support with the numbers. Like,
Okay.
what do you see as possible? Like, I know you're doing your monthly for 1,111, or you have done
No,
that?
I was doing that before. I just took a break from that until I started until I just restarted with my higher
Mhm.
tickets.
Yeah, well, I know that like some people that's gonna feel big and some people that's gonna feel small. And I'm looking at like, okay, what do I definitely want to bring in more people that can afford what I'm asking for so that I can be overflowing and then do some lower ticket, but also like,
So how would it feel? What would be like a small ticket for, let's say, like once a month, where we would collab and bring them into a group that would feel like everybody could do it.
mhm. So we come together once a month and then do they get like access to videos throughout the month?
Well, I'm open to allowing any of my stuff to be part of this in service.
Okay. Okay. So we could do like different tiers too of like join us once a month and we have some free videos if you want to come be with us live more often. Like we have a girl that drops wisdom every week and this can be a higher end. Like we can do different tiers that way.
So
Um,
let's start with one. I think that we need to create a little more structure. Let's start with one. What do you feel that would be a no-brainer for the peeps, like let's say around you? What would be like a small no-brainer for the peeps around?
I mean like 222,
Okay.
but I don't really want to be selling things that low right now. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, yeah, I really want to be focusing on bigger ticket, but I also know like this is the funnel to supporting people to getting to their next level too, and to getting into that space when they realize it's easier. I mean, we could drop a lot of value and do it for 555.
So this is what I've seen. Okay, like okay. So what Ashley is doing is she's basically doing that she's got an audience. She's made the money, right? So she went high ticket first, and now she's able to do this because she wants to provide and make people spend more time with her inside the vortex, and then upsell from there. So she's basically taking, it's the same thing as if you were doing 2 to 2 per month. She's taking that for a year, like a 2K, like 2,500, whatever, like, so she's making you commit for the whole year journey. Where a monthly, that's what it would be like 2 if you were to do per month, but here you're like making a commitment, right? And so to actually keep walking the whole path of transformation for the whole year. So it's not like you're jumping in for a month and then you're like, oh, next month I don't have the money, and then you stop and you get out of the vortex and then you're not transforming and moving forward. That's what she's
Right.
doing. So she's making sure that when you make a commitment, you're putting the money in, and they can even do a firm, right? That they will
Mhm.
show up every month and they will stay in the vortex. So it's just a matter of time before a certain percentage of these people are going to start experiencing success. So once they start experiencing a little bit, they're going to want more. So they're going to need more access. Hence, they're going to want to pay the money because they've already experienced success.
Right.
So the difference between if you do it monthly and if you make them commit to a whole year,
Mm-hmm. My friend Ray, who's a business coach as well, he says that he does his containers. He allows people to come in monthly, but mostly people don't want to exit the container because they're excited about what they're learning and they're experiencing transformation. So they do keep paying every month, and then there's no end to it. It's just you just continue to share wisdom. And so there's always so much value that these people are gaining, and they want to stay in your field. But I do like yeah, it's the question of like, okay, if I'm doing it month by month, am I afraid that I'm not sharing enough value where people would be like, duh, I want to do this for months? Why would they have to do it month by month?
so the way that I created the subscription model, the try for $1 for 2 weeks and then it goes to $97, I guess we could change that to whatever amount, is that they enter the vortex and they get the pre-recorded stuff and they come in to like take a look around like somebody does inside of a store. And then it's like, okay, like if you're staying, then an X amount is going to be taken out of your account every month by staying inside the portal. And because you're staying inside the portal, you get access to one session, one Zoom hour for the community for the month. But if we are gonna go to a higher than $97 per month, then we can do like once or twice a month, but it's for the community and we're providing value, because when the more value you provide, the more people come in, the more popcorn is gonna start popping.
Yeah.
So let's tune into as you're going inside the vortex and you're seeing like how I structured things. How we want to do this together, and our higher self will start communicating as you're in there, as you're getting downloads and you're seeing my structure. You'll also get ideas into how you feel we could best serve, because you got to feel your way into that abundance, right? Like money doesn't come because we need it to come through a person to pay for our bills. It comes because we are doing God's work and we're providing so much value that people that have received so much value can't help but want to throw their cards at us because we keep giving, 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 giving. Shift. It's not from a place of I need this in order to pay my bills. It's from a place of, oh my God, Haley, Dasha, like, please take this. Like, I am a different person because you're showing up. Please take this.
Yeah.
I'm now feeling abundant. I'm now feeling powerful because you're showing up and doing your thing. One is a place of neediness, another is a place of abundance, okay? And from a place of abundance, we can create everything because we're already in a state of gratitude. So let's do this in the next
So
24
good.
hours. In the next 24 hours, let's put on our list of what would feel good. It's just an introductory way to get people in. Because our job is to
Yeah.
get them in and like literally nurture, 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 nurture. Come on in, come into this party. Here is like, come into the party, come into the party, stay in the party, stay in the party, stay in the party.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, it's like being in your field it activated me in a way that I haven't felt before. Right. And so to me, that's showing me the soul resonance of my full alignment and my full fuck yes, which I haven't found with another coach before, right? And so it's like that's actually the codex awakening in me of what that looks like and feels like and how other people are going to feel in my field. So now it's just like heaven on earth embodied going forward. And
Ooh,
like I'm like,
heaven
okay,
on
wait, I
earth
don't need to
embodied.
yeah, like I don't need to look outside at what other people are doing actually. Because it's all like it's awoken inside of me now, right? So I'm like, I don't need to look at what Ray is doing. Like, I'm not even resonating with that, or else I would be in that container. So let's do what we resonate with, because
Yeah,
that's going to be our highest alignment that other people are going to resonate with. And
yeah,
like, I want to be in your field, Dasha. Like, I'm like, let's keep hanging out. Let's fucking create magic. This is the full yes. This is the full alignment.
because
So
it's because we are choosing who we want to sit around our dinner table, eating blindfolded like wild animals. We resonate. Like, why would I want somebody sit in my dinner table who doesn't resonate, who's not a fuck yeah to putting on blindfolds and getting wild with it? like, like this is motherfucking authenticity.
yeah.
All right, so the next 24 hours, let's come up with a juicy
Juicy.
number. As you're gonna go inside the container, you're gonna see my structure in there. And what's mine is yours. So like you're gonna, think of this bigger. Like as you're going through it, you're gonna have so many downloads, you're gonna be like, oh my God, everybody needs to be in here. That's the whole point. What can we do to get everybody in here? And take
You're ready to liberate
on my
your soul.
belief, take into the power that like I'm here to serve and I'm gonna like hold on to this abundance. So like, and Dashi, like I'm gonna practice the script like to be of service. Like I'm gonna hold on to us because this is gonna be the biggest, most abundant quantum leap year of my life.
Ah, I just remembered it's the year of the dragon too, and I was like, this is the year that everything changes. Like this is actually the prosperity year for all the light workers, but like I'm like, I just know that things are gonna change for me this year. I can feel it. And then I started like lose hope a bit. I'm like, is it actually gonna happen this year? Or is it just like we're all just talking, just so like 2012 the world was gonna end? And then like more recently I was like, oh wait, no, like things are about to change entirely. And about 6 months ago, I started to have this vision that I was gonna have a second awakening. Like something was gonna shift in me and it was gonna be different than my first awakening, but it was gonna be a huge shift in my consciousness. And like it's been happening. And for the last couple weeks, I've just
Right.
been like, oh wait, I feel in my field that the prosperity is about to break open. Like it's here.
So now we got to release the about to and convince ourselves that it already has. Now our
And now
energy,
it's happening.
well, it already has. So now
Ah,
first, let's come up with a date for our first masterclass and start coming up with the words. Any type of landing page or page you see on the internet, I can recreate. I have all the systems in place. all the automations, all the reminders.
Okay.
So the I has become we, and we are an organism that is about to allow more of the same to come in and prosper with us.
Okay.
Questions, comments? In the next 24 hours, I'm sure we'll come up with a number. It's gonna be like a monthly and no-brainer, and this is just gonna be everybody who wants to come in and get straight away access to like the recorded stuff and once a month with us. And then if they want more, people say that they need at least 7 hours to consume your information to pay you over 5K. So this is how we're creating consumption.
Okay. 7 hours.
7.5. That's what I read. And it was funny, like that this lady like broke it down and I was like, wait, I consumed her. Yeah. And then I gave her 25K. Okay. Okay. Any questions? So what's the dream work? Repeat. Give me the dream work.
The dream work?
Yeah, what are you gonna do in the next 2 days?
In the next 2 days, well, in the next 24 hours, I'm going to get clear on our masterclass, the date that we're gonna do it, a price, and like more of the blueprint of what it looks like, and then I'll bring that back to you and we can finalize the details, put it on a landing page. I'll keep my eyes open for any landing page that I like. And I am, yeah,
Yeah.
I think the masterclass is the main, the
Your new
masterclass.
identity. You're going into the manifesting vortex and working on your new identity and creating
Yeah.
an embodiment sentences from the Think and Grow Rich for your new identity.
Okay, so I'm gonna creating my identity, embodying my new identity, going into the 2 videos. Is it 2 videos?
No, it's a whole section.
Okay, so going into the 2 sections
Mhm.
of videos that you have assigned me, so I can begin to embody my new identity while also getting clarity about this masterclass and our mentorship, our monthly offering. And then we'll sell the retreat. Oh, I need to go and print out more flyers.
And I had an idea for the retreat, but I think the masterclass is going to be a really great way for us to sell not just the retreat, but also the small ticket. And then from the small and the retreat, we can upsell to the high ticket.
Yeah, that's perfect. And even just, people hanging out in our field, then they're like, oh, I want to come to the retreat. I want to be hanging out with them more.
Yep.
So
So
yeah.
I mean, I'm saying we should do the masterclass as soon as this Friday. Like, tune in.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
could
we're
make
gonna
the
have
back
like a
end work
week left.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to check exactly what days I'm gonna be available because I'm leaving this Wednesday to Oregon
Okay.
with Jonathan to go to his sister's wedding. So I have to figure out like what the exact dates are.
Okay, but let me know, because right now we have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. So
I
if you
know.
need to be on the phone, that's fine. We just have to keep the momentum going. And if you
Okay.
make it a different time, let me know. But put things in the calendar, and if you need to change them, just let me know. But we have to keep in the vortex, like we have to be in this frequency to keep moving, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
And if it feels overloading, it's because you need to upgrade your operating system, both your computer and self, to be able to
Yeah.
hold more. So yeah, go ground, like touch a tree, hold a tree, and like just remember, ask for a source to give you more expansion so you can hold more, right?
Right. Yeah. So let me just think of logistics though. Wednesday, we have to leave by 3 to go to the airport. So we should do
Morning?
earlier, and
Yep.
I'm gonna have to pack ahead of time. So I'm just gonna pack Tuesday to have everything ready. And then let's meet at like, how long are our sessions?
I never know. I don't
Okay,
even know. I don't even know exactly when we started today, but I think we've been going for a long time, but it's the way it's supposed
I
to be.
love that. No, I'm the same way. I'm like 75 minutes, but cut out 2 hours just in case.
Okay, what do you want to do? 12? We'll try to keep it an hour.
Um, yeah, let's do 12.
All right. Okay, and then you let me know about Friday, but just put tentatively to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but this Wednesday we're gonna do 12 to 1. Oh, and you need to go into a firm. Here, I'll text you these things.
Yep, I got it all written down. I'm about to do, the
Okay.
firm is the first thing I'm gonna do.
Okay, do you feel full?
Yeah, I feel full. God, expand my energy body. Make me a God.
Let's take up more space, like everywhere you go, just visualize that you are taking up more space. Like in your yard, in your room, like you are not in this body, but you are expanding beyond the body, taking up more space, which is rightfully yours. Okay, because they're all counting on you. You are the leader of the tribe. You are the one that said yes. It's the you inside of you that they all want to see, so you can pull them to outside of their little ah. So alchemize, alchemize, alchemize everything. Cool.
There's definitely like part of my ego that's like just doing the little constriction pulses.
Great. Go masturbate if you need to.
Yeah.
I do all the time.
That's what I'm doing next.
How can I transmute this? Let's go. Let's go. Chug water. Jump. Dance around.
Yeah, I'm gonna dance and move my energy.
Cool. This recording will be available for you if you need it.
Okay, thank you.
I love you. I love you. Feel complete? Feel full?
You too. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
We're looking
Let's
at
go.
others, but really we're getting examples, but really it's going to be more divine than we can imagine. Juicy liquid gold.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Can it be this good? Yes. I got you. Can it be more expensive than you ever thought possible? Yes. Can we collapse timelines together? Yes. Go integrate. I love you. Welcome. And I see you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Bye.
Love you so much.
I love you too. Bye.